Last night, I found an old note I kept when I was 16. Reading it completely shattered me. 9 years ago, I wrote, "If you don't make it by 18, your life is over." If only I could go back in time, slap that kid across the face, and tell him to stop doing things to himself and just enjoy his childhood, I would have done it. I'm 25 now, but let me tell you something. They don't teach you anything in school. You know those years between 15 and 18? They aren't your peak. Don't be shocked, they really aren't your peak. They're your preparation. Unfortunately, I learned that the hard way. But before we continue, let me tell you this. If you're sitting with your family, put your headphones on, because at the end of this video, I'm going to say something from the heart, something they shouldn't hear. It was 5 a.m. in the middle of a freezing 2016 winter. While everyone else was asleep, I was at the basketball court, with nothing but the echo of my ball and my footsteps. I was literally alone, my fingers numb from the cold, as I practiced the same shot for the 5,000th time. The streetlights were my only company. My friends were posting pictures on Instagram, showing off how much fun they were having. But I was convinced I was different. Special. The kid who was going to make it. Part of that elusive 1%. "You're obsessed," my mom would say, handing me my chilled dinner in the middle of the night. And she was right. When you're 16 and convinced you've got life all figured out, everyone else just sounds like background noise. I still remember those tryouts for the club I loved. 5 years of relentless training, thousands of hours of practice, countless missed parties and family events, all for the coach to say, "Kid, you're 5'7". We're looking for someone taller than that." At that moment, I just stood there, wishing the ground would split open and swallow me from the crushing disappointment. It all flashed by, the regrets over every wasted moment. And every time I failed to balance chasing what I loved with actually enjoying life, I disappeared for 3 months. Holed up in my room, or let's call it my personal cave. Gaming became my new life. I spent at least 18 hours a day playing CS, Go, and Minecraft. Height didn't matter. Failure didn't exist. I could be anyone I wanted to be. But life threw a curveball that even a million hours of gaming couldn't fix. That Thursday changed everything. My dad suddenly got sick. A heart attack without warning. I was deep into a CS, Go tournament when my mom called. Once, twice, 3 times. I ignored her. I was too focused on the game. Didn't want any distractions. But the moment I answered, the doctor said, "If you'd come here just 1 hour earlier, you might have been able to say goodbye to him." You know what's crazy? When you're 16, you think missing that party is the end of the world. At 18, you believe that not making that team is the end. But when you hit 25, you realize none of those were the end. They were just the beginning. These days, my life looks nothing like the 16-year-old me imagined. That kid would probably be disappointed. No NBA contract. No earnings from tournaments. Instead, I'm trying to help people fix their lives so they don't make the same mistakes I did. I talk to kids in schools, helping those who are in the same place I once was. The plot twist? I'm actually happy. Happier than that ambitious 16-year-old could have ever imagined. Because I found something better than success. I found purpose. Listen, if you're 15, 16, 17, or 18 right now, I want you to understand something. The moment you're in now, when it feels like everything, the depression, the pressure, and the fear of failure is suffocating, I know.
Because I've been there. Your life isn't a race. There's no magical finish line at 18. It's not about proving everyone wrong when you turn 20. It's about finding your own path, even if that path looks nothing like what you imagined. To remind myself that what we want isn't always what's best for us, and that every stage in our lives leads to another, one that can be even better than we expected. And to that basketball coach who told me I'd never amount to anything, you were right about basketball, but you were wrong about everything else. Because sometimes not getting what you want leads you exactly where you need to be. And to everyone who's ever let me down or brought you down in life, I have just one word for you. Thanks.